Please state your name, high school, grade you're in, and position.
Justin Roche, Pelham High School. I'm a junior, and I'm a defensive end.
You gotta be possessed with the dream.
Growing up, I always watched it with my family and everything, and then first played in second grade, and ever since I've been playing, and I love it. I fell in love with the 49ers when they played the Ravens in the Super Bowl when they lost power, and I love watching Patrick Willis play, and I also loved Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. 3 to 4 days a week we lift. Right now we're not lifting during school due to COVID, but still go to the gym every day. I put on about 10 pounds. I try and do agility 3 to 4 days a week, and then I cardio the rest, just run, treadmill. First they told us, alright, we're just going out of school for a little bit, so I was excited, because we were out of school, and then got closer and closer to the season. We were working out over the summer outside, it was very different from being in the gym in the past 2 years. And then when the school board ended up voting, and we were all nervous the night of, and then we got the to-go text, and then we started the next week. My expectations were low, prior to the season, alright, we might not have it. If we don't have it, I'll also look forward to my senior year. But I was really excited when they announced that we were going to have the season, because I was looking forward to my junior year. It was very different, because we had 5 games compared to 9 normally, and it was different to get into the swing of things, because with a 9-game season, you can, week 4 or 5, you can have those ups and down games, but with only a 5-game season, you can't have those, because then once that 5's over, you're in the playoffs. So in school, everyone's pretty much 6 feet apart for the most part. No lunch in the cafeteria like past years, so it was everyone ate in their third period classes at all different times, and we couldn't turn around and talk to the kid behind us when we ate. We had to it was mask off, eat, mask back on, then you could talk. So the big one that I thought was huge was we didn't have the locker room for pregame or even practice and everything. No music in the locker room, so we were outside for all that. In the trainer's room, we could only have 5 kids in there at a time with masks on. The trainer obviously had a mask on as well. The coaches had masks on, practice, games, everything. It was very weird at first. Once we got used to it, it wasn't that bad. The bus ride, the buses were really different this year because we had to wear a mask the whole way there and the whole way back. So we were 2-0 going into the Trinity game, and Trinity was ranked the best team in the state. They haven't lost a game in 2 years. It was a Friday night. Got to Trinity. It was turf field. Remember seeing the sunset, and they throw the ball. My middle linebacker gets a pick set, got a pick, starts running up the sideline. I went to make a block on some kid, and he cut me, and the kid fell on top of him, and my ankle got rolled up on and fractured in 3 spots. I actually tried to go back in the game. I wrapped it. I went back in, and I was hopping on the field, and my coach called a timeout and told me to get off, and I sat on the bench. I threw my helmet around because I was so mad that I just didn't get to finish the game. I was really upset. I was on crutches, and I sucked using the crutches. I couldn't use it. I went back and I talked to my coach. He was really upset, but he told me to keep my head up and look forward to my next year. I looked at him and said, "Coach, I'm not done. I'm telling you right now, I'll be back." He's like, "There's no way you'll be back. You fractured your ankle in 3 different spots." I said, "Coach, I'll be back." And sure as enough, I came back. Thursday of that week, before our game on Friday night, our coach doesn't come to practice. No one knew what was going on. There was 4 kids who didn't practice that day. No one knew what was going on. Everyone was trying to stay focused on the game tomorrow because we were told we're still going to play. That Friday morning, we were remote due to cases in the school. We ended up hopping on a Zoom meeting with our coach, and he didn't know how to tell us, but he told us our season was over and that there's nothing we could do about it, and that we were just done and our chances of winning the championship was over. That Friday night, actually, me and a few of the other varsity kids, we went down to the field and just sat there in the snow. Didn't know what to do. We didn't even talk to each other. We were all just sitting there. Heads up, there's a chance we get to play, but don't get your hopes too high. 2 o'clock or 2 or 3 o'clock that Saturday, he tells us to get on a Zoom meeting and tells us we're playing on Monday night. Get ready. I it was a fun game to to look back on it now, even about a month ago now. I was feeling good. My ankle was still hurting, but I had the notes that I could play. I played in all the playoff games, and I was just ready to go. We walked into that game. We were through the roof with excitement. 40-0 was the final, but my goal is to go back-to-back next year and just bring it home again.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Roche, the captain of